Welcome, fam and friends. I hope you enjoyed the Super Bowl. I'm sure the Eagles wish that they can stop time. Enjoy the edited version. Painted in a corner, can't break away, hiding in the darkness with the shades drawn all day, all night, no light. Make time slow down. Can you make time slow down? I must be afraid of my shadow, or so it seems. Don't want to leave my domicile. I must have gotten too comfortable last few years, and they told me couldn't go out. Now I took them on the word, yeah. No, I don't want to leave the comfort of my couch, yeah. So I'm sitting here, feet up, yeah, watching my favorite TV show, yeah. No one knows I'm here, that's the way I like it, yeah. I can do this every day. That can deliver food to me. Yeah, never see another soul outside of where I got to. Yeah, 'cause I'm done with the negative world. Make time slow down. Can you make time slow down? If we could just shut it all off and do makes us happy, wouldn't that be something? But it seems that we are so bogged down by reality, yeah. I can't see through it, and I know you can't too, yeah, 'cause we're too close to it, yeah. I've been living, I've been trying to understand this world, yeah. Slow down, yeah, watch the clock, yeah, as the ticks go second by second. And when you think you're on top, you're on the bottom, yeah, going to try to find your way back up. It ain't gonna be easy, but I believe in you. So lace up your shoes and go. I could make time slow down, yeah. Time slow down. Can you make time slow down? Lace up your shoes and go. daggers. Yeah, everyone wants to fight. Yeah, no one wants to make amends. And I keep saying, just drop your tone. Yeah, let's get into the friend zone. Not like you're thinking, yeah, we should be friendly with everyone. Can you make time slow down? Can't turn on the TV without seeing another divisive moment taking place, yeah. You try to lift yourself up, go outside and take a deep breath, yeah. Take a deep breath, yeah, yeah, yes. Yeah, yeah. Time slow down, yeah, speed up, yeah, because you can't stop time, yeah. Can you make it slow down? Whoa. We only get one moment, you and I, yeah, we can't have a stop it, oh, maybe we can enjoy it, yes, if we get into it, yeah, so don't forget it. You don't get back, no, can't go wind on you. You gotta take advantage of this second time mission, yeah. We're only missing about 7 billion souls, yeah, to make this world whole, yeah. But do you want to? That's the question. Do you even care if we fix the problems, or are you just creating more? You can't make time slow down, no. You could try, I'm sure you. Can you make time slow down? Time slow down. Can you make time slow down? Can you make time slow down? Yeah, maybe stop it for a second. Yeah, get some reflection. Can you make time slow down? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, can you make time slow down, 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 yeah, slow down, yeah. Won't you put your feet on the ground, yeah, looking up to the sky, yeah. Make time stop, yeah. Can you make time stop, yeah. No, I don't think it's possible. Make time slow down. You. Can you make time slow down?
Bowl Summit. It's Mark Pires.
I was walking.
And this is the longest running show on the friggin' planet. 1,504 days in a row live connecting, attempting to connect with you. So if you found me for the first time today, welcome. Super Bowl. How about it, huh? I was sitting there really as a bystander. I don't really care at all about the Chiefs or the Eagles, right? I'm a Giants fan, so I really hate the Eagles. But then I'm like, they're closer to where I am in Connecticut, so maybe I want the Eagles. And then like the Chiefs, I don't know, I saw that Mahomes got hurt, and I'm like, it'd be pretty cool if he comes back and they win. And they freaking did it, right? What's that? No, Joanne, I know you couldn't watch. We can't bring a TV in here for Joanne to watch because her wheeze will get out of control if she sees like a Super Bowl throw, corner of the end zone, flank, over the shoulder. No good. It just gets like, you guys know, you hear it all the time. So how's everybody doing out there? Hope you had a great weekend. I had an open house today. Yeah, I did an open house on the same day as Super Bowl. Probably not the best idea in the world, but you know what? I do it every year. I realized that today. I was like, every year I do one from 1 to 3 o'clock, and I think it's probably a good idea because people don't have anything to do before the Super Bowl. I didn't have a massive crowd. It was enough to hopefully get something done, maybe make a dent and get a deal done. But I started a new show, in case you guys don't know it. It's called The Daily Grind, and I drop some, new episodes randomly. It's not really anything specific. I think there's 3 or 4 episodes so far, but it's like a reality real estate show. It's the only and first of its kind in Lower Fairfield County. And it's kind of an offshoot of my original concept, which is called Get to Know America. Get to Know America is 9 different shows that have shot off of it. I love Get to Know America. If you guys haven't subscribed yet on YouTube, please do that. It's its own channel. It's called Get to Know America. And on there's like 5 or 6 towns so far. The concept is pretty simple. I go to a new town each week. I meet with the people from the town. So I'll find somebody walking with a stroller, or I'll see people out eating dinner, and I'll ask them, can you get on the air with me and chat a little? What do you love about this town? Then I go meet with the first selectman, first select woman. And then, this is my favorite part, I go to the historical society in each town. I meet with whoever runs it and get the 300 years of history under our feet. Now, to me, that is the best show on the internet. I've done 4 or 5 towns so far. If you have a chance, go check them out. They're 22 to 27 minutes long. They're perfect length for network TV. My intention is to do every single town in the country, and from there we'll figure out if it's a world thing. But we need something like this. I didn't realize how much I love history until I started doing Get to Know America. So I hope to continue that. If there's any producers out there that want to get behind it, I just can't do free stuff anymore. I mean, like the show's here free every single night forever, but I can't also create show after show and somehow fund those while also making a living in real estate. I got to make a living in real estate, and just the concept goes out there. Someone likes it, they want me to do more, we could talk, but I just don't have time. I wish we had more time. Zabrowski, speaking of. Back at a woohoo! Zabrowski, you put money on the Chiefs. He's a winner. Give us a woohoo winner. Woohoo! Right? Winner, Zabrowski. That's a double win situation right there because he won with the Super Bowl win, gambling. And StubHub, how did you do it? Did you win on the Gronkowski, whatever the hell his name is, Gronk? His, halftime. Did he even do that? Field goal? I didn't see it. I was there kind of annoyed because it felt like that halftime just continued on forever. I was like, I thought it was supposed to be a few minutes. Like, Rihanna? Okay, and then what's going on? When are we starting the game? Right? Anybody? There's something happened there, right? So, how's everybody doing? Hope you're doing well. Frank S. in the house. Good to see you. Barella kicking it. S-Coop. Random in the house. And Azzy. We got Azzy out. We're having a good time. Modoc rough stock, So, guys, we have a guitar here. It's a beaut. It's a Lessie. We call her, well, didn't we have a name as like LaQuisha? I think the name for my guitar is LaQuisha. You'll see why in a minute, because we're like, freaking LaQuisha, right? Right? So we're going to probably write something right now. We typically do that every night. I don't know if it's good, but we do it. And to me, I wish when I was a fan of sitting in the chat of a show, because I used to listen to I used to love Opie and Anthony. I used to listen to Stern for a period of time back in the day when I was traveling between here and New York City. And I remember thinking to myself, man, I'm doing all these celebrity impressions. And I actually was on Opie and Anthony a handful of times doing Andrew Dice Clay, and Psycho Mark was a character of theirs I used to do dead on. And so I used to do all the characters that I'd hear them doing on the show or Anthony doing from the show. And we had dueling Andrew Dice Clays once, but I never really got anywhere with it. I was always thinking to myself, oh, it would be cool to do that. One day I'm driving in my car and I was listening to Joe Rogan, and this is I guess 8 or 9 years ago, 7, 8 years ago. And I heard him say something. He said, if you have a voice, if you have something to say, this isn't it. I'm not the only thing. Go out there, get a microphone and just start. And I heard him say it, and that night I recorded this 55 minutes of Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin having some conversation. Are you kidding me, Vlad? You freaking kidding with your poop and your pants? And okay, you good Donald, and here's my vodka. Have a good times. And it's so stupid, and I never released it. I have it somewhere on my computer. We should listen to it one day during the show. It'd be hilarious. And I held it for about 9 months. Went out to dinner once with some of our very good friends, and I said to them, I think I'm going to start, I'm going to put on a show, some sort of podcast. And he was like, yeah, you should do that. And then a few weeks later, I'm thinking to myself, geez, what was wrong with my 2018 over 2019 as real estate, or 2017 over 2018? And I realized it was video. I'm like, all these things are coming together. I got to start doing video again. I used to do the Christopher Walken walkthrough. That was my favorite thing. I'd go through a property I just put on the market. I just have the camera follow me around. It wasn't like it is now where it actually literally follows me. I'd just be holding it and walking. Wow, guys, check it out. You got stainless steel. Wow, he's a Viking range. You're there, you're cooking steak. Sunday morning, steak and eggs. Oh, and doing the Christopher Walken walkthrough was a pretty popular thing. I think in 17 or 18, I'd put them up on Facebook and they would go live during the show. And it wasn't really a show at the time. I was just doing these things, one-offs. They were getting a lot of views. I stopped. And that's when it was December 31st, 2018. And I was like, I'm going on the air just to remind people I'm a realtor. I went on the air, did about 7 minutes that first day. And did about 5 or 6 minutes the second day, just saying, hey guys, remember, you don't pay anything for my services as a realtor. If you're going to buy real estate, you don't pay a realtor. The seller pays for the realtor. So as a buyer, the best thing you could ever do is find a proactive agent who knows how to negotiate. Because that person is free. And they're going to get you a great deal. They get paid by the seller. So why would you lone wolf it? I'm going to go out there and call every listing agent because I'm such a great negotiator. How many freaking houses did you purchase in the last year, the last 5 years, last 7 years? Most people say 1 to 0. So how great of a negotiator are you if you have no idea how the business works? It's like me going into the finance market and saying, I'm going to go and buy stocks. Oh, look, Apple looks good. You go to someone who does it and you say, here, take my money and put it where I'm going to make money. I don't want to lone wolf it, guys. I got enough stuff I'm trying to do to change the world. I can't figure out how to also fix the problems of, I wish I knew how to just learn it all. The thing is, you have to understand, you can learn anything. You could become great at anything because that guy's great at it. She's amazing at it. So what's different about her or him? They put the friggin' time in. There's no difference. Okay, maybe they've got some, factor of maybe being able to retain knowledge better than you, so they were able to do that specific thing. Whatever it is, though, it's just a matter of hard work and motivation in order to succeed. And that brain surgeon put the time in. You could have been a brain surgeon, too. You didn't want to put the time into that. I get it. I don't want to be a freaking brain surgeon either. I want to freaking work on the soul with you every night. And this is where I'm kind of leading towards. You have to figure out what makes you tick, and you got to go out there and be it. There's nothing better in this world than just going out and speaking your mind and also allowing yourself to breathe. You can't hold things in. When you do, you get into this precarious situation we're in this society where you have to hold your tongue because everybody's offended. Thick skin, sticks and stones. What happened to those sayings? Nobody remembers those sayings. They're all cancel, cancel, cancel. What to me is what's actually more offensive and more obnoxious is that because you were offended by one thing someone says or someone's stance, that you'd prefer to cancel their life, to cancel their business, to cancel their ability to live. Think about that. Think about that for a second. It's a horrible, horrible thing to want someone to have a difficult life because they think differently than you. And that's like where the world is today. If someone doesn't agree with me, I respect their opinions. I'm not hoping and wishing ill will. That's a mental thing. What is with some of these people out there that have a genuine hatred for another just because of their viewpoint? I want to remind you of one thing. When I was a kid, my parents used to say, don't talk about religion, politics, or money. Well, 2023, we're here at the cocktail party of life, and all we talk about is religion, politics, and money. TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. And if you don't, they don't share. I was talking about this earlier. I'll create a new movie. I'll create a new song. I'll try to say something that I think is inspirational, and I put it out on TikTok, 50 views, 80 views, 130 views. But I do a story about how, this politician's doing X, or how this group of people said X about that group of people, and why can't we all get along? 15,000 views, 30,000 views. It's pathetic how divisive you social platforms are. You won't share any of the great stuff that could bring us together that this platform has been putting out for 4 years and 43 days. But if it's something that will inspire some sort of hatred and vitriol for many, many out there so you could stay the course of distraction, I feel like that's all this is. It's a course of distraction. And that's all they keep continuing to get you back on that freaking course. Oh, wait a second. They found their way out. Nope, right back in. There's another object shot down over freaking Lake Huron. I did that story on TikTok and over on YouTube. What is going on out there? It's amazing to me that this is either Project Bluebeam. This is either, we're being somewhat attacked. The other thing I would say is if this is aliens, we don't freaking have anything, any technology that could take these things out of the sky. Oh, we shot down 3 days in a row, 3 different aircrafts. No, you didn't, stupid. Well, okay. And also, can I ask you a question? 2023, you have freaking cameras everywhere. Everywhere. You don't have any footage of this? I heard there's a live camera for Lake Huron. Where's the footage? I want to see the footage of this octagonal craft or whatever it was. I don't know if we're dealing with some sort of disclosure event, if we're dealing with another distraction event. What are you doing over here, guitar? But everything is off. It's been off for a while. One of my last albums is called We're in the Twilight Zone, because we are. This is either the Twilight Zone or the Truman Show or both. And I actually firmly believe that there is millions and millions of people not on planet Earth that know and watch this show. We just don't know about it. But there's no way all of this stuff is inspired and coming out of the moment and 13 people see it, 80 people see it. No, I'm sorry. I know they want to keep it that way here on Earth, but there's a Truman Show deal going on. And there's freaking t-shirts out there that say S-Coupe forever, and Barella's freaking awesome, and those are shirts people wear. So I don't know. I just feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. You can't write a song like Time Machine and then be sitting here to 12 people. 4 years and 42 days in, 43 days in, YouTube. And I thought about this. It's funny. I called YouTube a few times over the last few years to say, can you please stop the shadow banning? Just stop. Everything I put out, you don't share. Oh, well, you have to get your fans to interact with your content more, Mark. Like blaming me. It's amazing. Like they put it on me. Like I'm not creating great content, or even if I'm not, that no one's interacting with it, so no one new is going to find it. And I'm like, you pieces of freaking garbage. You know how hard it is to create every day for 4 years and 43 days and go live every day for 4 years and 43 days without anybody being able to find what you create and still show up again tomorrow? It's not easy, man. It's not easy. When you hear and see all these people that are doing amazing things on their YouTube channels, and I'm like watching it and I'm thinking, okay, why are millions of people seeing that? I can't even get 1,000 people to see Time Machine? What the fuck, am I kidding me here? This is insane. This is insane. Twilight Zone. You know? I understand if I was like, Dad, get to me play guitar. You know? I get it. I get it. Crazy world we're living in. Can we get this tune? I'm in the Twilight Zone. I wrote that last night. It's another one I wrote last week. I'm freaking working on that right now, guys. Midnight Run's almost finished. I'll have that ready for you probably tomorrow. So don't go anywhere. I gotta move myself because I'm freaking keep kicking the wrong thing. sad music. What constitutes sad music? I mean, like that type of stuff. So I guess you prefer. sat there and just added to it. Actually hot all of a sudden there. Dude, jumping all over it. Lay it back a bit. Not loving it. It's just too laid back. It's mellow. Too mellow, guys. Madib, how are you, my friend? Let's hear it again. Yeah. That's not right. Bradley in the house. How are you, my brother? Good to see you. We have liberty and freedom kicking it with me. You know, we're here. So. Wow. It's freaking guitar. I got to bring it into Guitar Center because it is just. If I go, the higher I go up on the neck, the intonation is just totally off on like the G string. Joanne, that's not what I meant. You know what I mean about the G string. Intonation's totally off on it. And that's because we were playing this guitar when it was -1 degrees. And there's not much in here besides insulation and a freaking space heater, which you guys see on the floor right there. You know? So, guitar, the neck is probably freaking shot as far as I know. You know what I mean? It's finally my wife at like the last couple of days, she's like, why don't you bring the guitars in at night? And I'm like, it's a good idea. I leave them in the cold all night, you know. So now there's a few in the house, but the Gibson stays here essentially because it's been decent, 50, 40 degrees. I can deal with that. Inside here, it's not that cold, but it is outside. Anyway, I'm going to, for a moment here, I want to play a little piece of comedy. Need a break from the muse, you know what I mean? And I want to see if we have something here that we could all get a laugh at. How about that? If you're on TikTok, please head over to YouTube. Enjoy. Get to know America. Just ask Uncle Joe. He knows everything. Uncle Joe the Creeper. You're right. Pooping his triple diaper. We have over 224 videos in the improv comedies playlist. And there's a couple of ridiculous things here, like Sensei Round Eye, the last Coca-Cola ever, which is the last thing I did. Are you fucking kidding me, guys? I'm sorry, 18 views? 18 views 11 days ago, you pieces of shit. YouTube?
Dialpad AI works.
Oh, it's because it's unlisted. It's my bad. My bad, YouTube. You're still a piece of shit. But, my bad, you know. Because it's 18 views and it's unlisted. So that's not bad. It's actually kind of what I get when it's listed. So like, yay, YouTube. I kind of want to play it for you. At least a piece of it, you know? And now I kind of feel bad about YouTube. We got bashing YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, they are horrible and they've never shared anything. But, like, it's unlisted. That's my bad. My bad, right? Joanne, why didn't you inform me, you know, that it's unlisted? And that's why. You know, I'm going to share it with you guys. Here's the linkaroo. I may edit this a little still, so you get actually the goody. You know what I mean? That's it right there. I'm going to play it for you. We're going to get a laugh. And remember, this is stream of consciousness stuff. I was here with the fam and friends, and I was like, you know, we're going to do something with Coca-Cola. And I just get up in front, and we roll with it, and then this is what happens. And I don't know what I'm doing. Just having a good time, you know? And just so you know, the reason why this bit is funny, to at least the people who are here watching with us, is because when I started off making this scene happen, the guy's freaking head was humongous. It was ridiculous. And I was trying to size myself to look normal on the scene. And for like 15, like, I don't know, 3-4 minutes, we're trying to get me big enough so I don't look small around this freaking massive noggin this dude's got in the scene. So the scene became a, how does this guy fit through the door thing? You know what I mean? Because the stupid head, you know, the noggin the size of a freaking Buick. We're doing it, you know? It happens. I even make the Buick reference. I could have gone with a LeSabre. You know, it's that big. Stupid noggin. It's like my dog's head. I got a St. Bernard. The head is dumb. She's got a dumb head. I wonder, how does she get around without falling on the ground with that stupid noggin? That's kind of what we think about with this guy here. So if you want, head over to YouTube if you want to see this. I'm going to try to see if I can size it down here so you could visualize it here at TikTok. I'll make it small enough. Do a flipperoo, no green screenish. You're actually watching it, but it's not as good. You really want to head over to YouTube, join the fam and friends. You know, this will make us laugh a little bit. Here's the thing. The Chiefs won. Can I get a refill? That's what I want to know. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in the middle of it. And if you can, get into it. Here we go.
Please be considerate and don't talk during the show.
Thank you for coming to Lost. Sit back and relax. Enjoy the show.
I got this bottle and it came empty. And I was hoping you may like do the right thing, Spike Lee style, and give me your replacement, you know? I see you're working with Magoo over here, and I get it. Like, he's got a head the size of a freaking Buick. So this was a Coca-Cola 20 ounce. And if you could just, switch it up with me, I'd really appreciate it. Same time. We do the same time because I don't trust you. I don't know where you've been and if that gun is loaded, By gun, I mean Coca-Cola. It's very carbonated. There's a lot of sugar in here. But I do need a replacement because this one, I thought you gave me like one of those clear Cokes. Remember they came out with Coke Clear? I thought that's what you gave me. I was like, I'll take a Coke Clear, that's cool. And then I was like, what the freak? There's no freaking Coke in here. I poured it out. I tried to go to the homeless guy over there just to make sure. I said, do you want some? Poured it on his freaking head, but there was nothing in it. And I realized it was not a clear Coke. What's that? Yeah, no, my intention was to pour it on the homeless guy in the first place, because he needed like some sort of quenching of the soul. So I pour the clear Coke onto his head, and the drizzle would get down into his mouth. He'd have a little bit, but then I'd also feel good, because he doesn't smell so bad anymore. He smells like clear Coke, but it's not a clear Coke. No, this is an empty Coke, and you got a freaking freshie in your hand. So I'm just thinking, like, you do a little this way, I just do this way, you go back like that and be like, and you toss this one in the garbage because it's a freaking crap just bottle. Like, how did this show up, inside the case? Like, you got cases of Cokes, and then you got the one, look, it even says right here, clear. Oh, no, I'm sorry, it says recycle me. I'm sorry, I was just kind of sidetracked by the friggin' head over here. You don't remember though? I came in, I had the bottle, and you just let me walk out with the one that's empty. No, I remember you. You don't remember me. I came in and I'm like, this is a great clear Coke. I walked out. I'm sorry? Yeah, I mean, I guess it's pretty, light without anything in it. You didn't think about it that way. I had it in a bag with other stuff. You don't remember? I came in here, I got 5 different things. I got 5 different things I meant to say. This was just the only drink I got, but I got all the other stuff here from the Coca-Cola headquarters. Like the little spin wheel hat. When I go to the game, how do you guys even deal with him? How do you walk through doors? I gotta know. I'm sorry. Like, I'm gonna get back to you in a minute. Work on, talk to your freaking manager or whatever about my Coke. But back to you, freaking melon head. What are we doing with this head? I mean, I got to ask you because you're trying to do a recycle for a new Coke, and I don't even know what you're doing with that noggin. How did you get through the door? Let's start there, right? You got to tell me you thought about that too, right? What's that? No, I mean, I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm just asking for a friend. Like, how would you walk down and you're like, I'm going to go through this door? How would you do it? No, I'm not trying to be rude to your customers. You're going to give them the freaking Coke anyways, clearly. And I'm going to sit here without a Coca-Cola, I guess. It's times like this. Wow.
Hey!
Commercials on, it's not even listed, YouTube! Yeah, really? That I think about Pepsi, Yeah, no, I mean, it tastes like crap, but they give me at least a clear Pepsi if I get it. If I go in and I get one that's empty, it's a clear Pepsi. It's a real clear Pepsi Coke bottle. And yeah, I caught that because I was an acrobat in '84 Olympics. Got the gold. Yeah, no, look it up. Johnny Fitzmitzenson. Yeah, I got the gold. I got it over, the other guy, Back then, it was all guys doing it. There was no confusion. Anyway, listen, I just want to know, are you going to be out of here soon? Because I want to see you walk through the freaking door. I'm just standing back. Do you mind if I just kind of sit here, sidelines and, and all, and I'll just kind of like, I'll just sit here like this, and wait for Tunhead over here to make his way out. They write stories about you, Goliath head. And I'm sorry, I feel bad for you and all. You must have been tormented as a kid. You're in there in class and they're like, who's got the answer? And the freaking teacher can't see anybody's hands over your freaking head. You're blocking the sun. That was the thing that really got us, when you were just like, I'm going to cause a freaking eclipse. You know what I mean? How are we doing on that Coke? Acrobat, I did it. We got the gold. I'm sorry. No, it was easy actually, When you do flipperoo and you close your eyes and catch it, Michael Jordan style, that's when you get a gold plus you get the key to the city. I'm telling you, I think that head is causing some sort of structural issues to your building. I'm just letting you know. I'm going to try to get out of here with a freaking Coca-Cola, please, before freaking Noggin over here destroys the framing, roof comes in, and then I can't get out of here, you know what I mean? And I don't even have a Coke. It's like one thing or the other, right? Oh yeah, here's your Coke. I'm like, yay, I'm walking out the freaking door. This guy over here, he breaks the freaking door jamb. How many have you taken out? Let's be honest, Like if you had to ballpark it, how many freaking door jams have you just obliterated with that stupid, ridiculous noggin? Bausch and Lomb wants to know. It's not just me, This is the people speaking. Everyone is just like, that guy's head doesn't look right, Is he got like a freaking The Mask deal, Rocky Dennis going on with that head? Like, it seems like he's got a Rocky Dennis deal going, Head the size of the freaking whole family's faces put together. They tried to do a family photo. They can't do a family photo with you. What are we talking about? You trying to get him with the family photo? They're like, well, we'll just take him. Like with all these cameras, we got to squash him together into a freaking medium frame format. We're going to Photoshop it. And then the other four of you, just let's stand together. You got one camera. We got you. But you over here, it's a friggin' effort. I'm sorry, your head is ridiculous. Holy cow, Look, I just want to level with you. When I look at that freaking... You got a dumb head! Oh my goodness! I can't deal with that stupid head! Oh my goodness! Oh gosh! What am I doing here? I'm trying to do a show, and you're there with that stupid noggin? It's like no matter how big I make myself, that freaking head! Oh my God! Acrobat, I decided to knock it out that way. That was, sometimes an acrobat knows when to say when, Anheuser-Busch, right? Right? You need a couple freaking drinks. I'm serious. That freaking head. Oh, a keg, that's right. You can't get drunk unless you drink a keg because that stupid freaking nog. Anyway, how's that Coke doing? Can we do a little switcheroo? Thank you. No, I appreciate that. I'm taking it. I'm out of here. Oh my goodness, guys, Fache. Are you kidding me? Fache's back.
Who's next?
Hold on, nah.
Is this guy next? Can I go? What are we talking over here? I'll just wait, I guess. I'm sorry? I need more freaking Coca-Cola. The classic style. But you working with the stupid Magoo over here? Fotch. When Fotch can kick a freaking Coke.
Foch was an add-on for sure. I just needed to throw a little Foch out there because he's just ridiculous. You guys know how much I love to do Foch for you. Foch is one of my original characters, Dick Foche. Basically, I was talking to my wife one day, and I said I created a new character. It's a radio show. And I thought Dick Foche would be like this character who's like, it's Dick Foche. So actually, like the first Dick Foche episodes, there's a voiceover. If you could find these on YouTube, they're random, they're out there, and it's you got this scene where you see Dick Foche with the hair. I had a freaking wig on, and I had the mustache on, and I had glasses and a cigar. It's basically Andrew Dice Clay. That's who I'm being, except it's not disparaging women. It's just asking and wanting respect. It's crazy. Hold on. And it's just totally, and it's a little bit of Tony Clifton too. Andy Kaufman's Tony Clifton. So it's like a mix. And Dick Foche was born, and the Dick Foche show was born. That was what I said. I got to get like edgy comedy to bring them over to the positivity platform that we put on for 1,504 days in a row. And so Foche was born. Then we created Batmark versus Supermark, where Dick Foche was the villain. And then Dick Foche is the villain in a few movies, right? Where else was he a villain? Foche's in a few movies. I can't think right now, but there's 6 feature films on YouTube. I'd love for you to go and check them out and leave some comments. Let me know what you think. And that Coca-Cola scene is pretty nuts. I'm going to play you one more quick thing, okay? Because I think the intro to this right here is some of the best improv work. This is just an example of me just chatting. There's 75 views on this. Planet Earth, 75 of you have seen this. It's a very sad thing when I see something this funny that only 75 people have seen. I'm going to pop it on for you. This is called Sensei Round Eye.
Oh no, you got a regular
TikTok, I gotta kick you out to take this phone call. Head over to YouTube if you can, okay? Newman, my brother, head over to YouTube, brother. All right, here we go, fam and friends.
Thank you for coming to Lowe's. Sit back and relax. Enjoy the show.
Miyagi! I almost had it, guys. Joanne, can we get a chopstick situation? There's a friggin' Fly Lee in here. You know? We may have to have another episode of Bruce Lee. He's my student. He's my student. You know, I taught him everything he knows. You know? Back in the day, back in the future, Mark, you know, when I was doing it, when he was just a little boy, I was his sensei there in, you know, mainland China. I didn't do a racist thing. I just was there, white-faced, you know. They're like, look at Round Eye. Yep, that's me. I was Round Eye. I went out there doing it. Round Eye McGee. I went, aye. I said, listen, I got a little something for you, Bruce Lee. It's called the 1-inch punch. I did it with my finger, though. I didn't do my fist. I did a finger. They still talk about me. Round Eye. I think that's, you know, a compliment. I'm not really sure. I don't know. Guys, sometimes I'm not really sure. Like, I don't speak the language, you know, so I was like, Round Eye, yeah, I'll do it. You know, that must be a good thing. Yeah. Everybody was saying it, so I was like, yay, Round Eye. I'm doing it. They put me on their shoulders going, Round Eye, Round Eye. I'm like, yay, I did it, Round Eye. You know? Give me a statue. You know, greatest sensei ever, Round Eye. If you go to the Takahashi Hall of Fame, you know, for Bruce Lee's memorabilia, sensei, you know, is there. Round Eye. Everybody wanted to gather around and take a photo next to the statue of Round Eye. he's just maybe a legend at this point. You know? They're like, there's no way there was such a guy named Round Eye, the sensei, doing it for Bruce Lee. 1-inch punch. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, no. Round Eye McGee. What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, your wheeze is obnoxious. You know, when you get the call, we got this kid. We want you. He's going to protege you. You know, what? Tell me about him. The kid's quick, very quick. Oh, really? Yeah. Okay. I'll tell you if he's quick or not. Where are you going to be? Down at the Corner Street Gym. Show up at the Corner Street Gym. You're going to see this little kid. What's his name? I want to hear his name now before I bother going. His name's Bruce Lee. Sounds like a stupid name. I'll come down and check him out, though. Round Eye, out. You know, I showed up at the gym. Round Eye, Round Eye. I came in. You know, I'm doing high fives with everybody. Round Eye. That was the best, you know? Sensei Round Eye, you know, McGee. We won that year. You know. Statue. Takahashi. You got to go and check out the Takahashi Hall of Fame if you want to see the Round Eye statue and go take a picture with it. Send it to the Renaissance Man show. I will put it up. I'll making a deal with you. You go to the Takahashi Hall of Fame. You go take a picture in front of the freaking Round Eye Museum statue like this. And you got a picture like that. You send it in. I'll make it my cover photo for 2 months. Takahashi. Yeah, Round Eye. Look at, he's there. And remember the pose that I had is Round Eye. Whoa, like that. That was it, because I gave he was ready for the 1-inch punch. I was like, whoa, like that. And that's where you have to go with it when you're at the Takahashi. And you can get in front of it. So most people get in front of the hands, you know what I mean? And one person, somebody's like doing a high five with me. It was kind of funny, you know. Round Eye. I do a heck of a high five as Round Eye. When I was being, again, chanted in, they're chanting me in as Round Eye to go and check out Bruce Lee. I'll do it. You know what I mean? Like, I'll do it, but like, you don't have to chant me in. You know, just be like, hey, Round Eye, what's up? Why don't you take a seat? Bruce Lee's here. Who's freaking Bruce Lee? 4-year-old kid, lightning fast. Check him out. All right, where do you want me to sit? Right there? No, I'm sorry. I'm Round Eye.
Why don't you own commercial real estate? Yes, you.
They picked the
Why
right
don't
moment
you
to
own
cut in
commercial
there. That's the
property?
best freaking
After
moment
all,
right there when I say I'm Round Eye. Hold on. I got to watch it again. I love that moment. I'm Round Eye. I can't sit there. It's just not appropriate for Round Eye. I mean, I got to be like right there in front of Bruce Lee if you want really to get my opinion on his talent. Oh, yeah, no, that's better. I'll go over there. What's that, Joe? No, Joanne, you're wheeze. Keep it down. We're watching a guy named Bruce Lee. Bro, Joanne's even there with Round Eye. She was a junior assistant at that time. Her wheeze was a little lighter, and she didn't have the humongocarditis going on, so she was able to move around through doors. Now, no good. She can't go through a doorway anymore. Anyway, guys, there's nobody better than Sensei Round Eye. Like, when they still, Hall of Fame style. Remember, make sure you're looking them up at Takagachi Uchi and do it. When you take the picture, send it in. It's going to be the banner of the At the Brink show. You know what I mean? Come back from the brink. You know, you come back from the brink when you see the Takagachi Hall of Fame photos. Everybody's dead at. You have to fight when you get there because there's like such a line. They're charging now. Yeah. At first they were doing it free and now they're charging. Round Eye. When you're there and you're Round Eye and you show up and you're like, guys, I was back to the future, Mark. You don't realize this? I went back in time. I showed up. I was Sensei Round Eye. When I got in there, they were chanting me in. I was like, I don't want this life to end. Went to 2769. They're like, brief us. Met some stupid little kid. 4-year-old. They call him Bruce Lee. You ever heard of him? They're like, yeah, he's the greatest of all time. Like, are you freaking kidding me? I was making fun of him the whole time. You guys didn't tell me I was going to see Bruce Lee. Like, he's good? What are we talking about over here? I neck chopped that little kid. You know? He thought he was quick. I had to just give him a lesson from Round Eye. You know? He wanted to be trained. I'm sorry, sir. You can get mad at me for neck chopping Bruce Lee like I didn't know who the frig he was. You guys didn't tell me before. You got to brief me before you send me back in time to be Sensei Round Eye. That's the problem when you're dealing, you know, with a future situation. Sometimes they want you to be surprised, you know. Well, then that's on them, you know. I neck chopped Bruce Lee. So, did it. Happened. I also taught him the 1-inch punch. Don't forget that. Sensei Round Eye by Menon. Don't forget your freaking speed stick. Right? If you don't go with a speed stick out there running around, antiperspirant. Guys, wow. When we're oh, goodness. You know, when you're doing a little stream of consciousness action and you got, let's see, I got to bring the, maybe that way? Is it this way? Trying to see if I can bring the, I'm doing this all blind. We'll do it later. See, I got 2 dogs behind me. Max and Maggie, they're stupid. Actually, I really like them when they're not biting and fighting and barking. So like 3% of the time, you know. Anyway, guys, the Chiefs won. What do you think about that? Good stuff? Or did you want the Eagles to win? Did you care? I really didn't care. I was just like looking to watch a good game. That was a good game right there. I didn't see the whole thing. Came over here about maybe 4th quarter because I was like, it looks like it's over. Didn't really look like it was over ever, but I really didn't care. So I was like, I'm going to get the show set up. It else would have been on at like 11:30. So we did it. We're here. Max is there. Maggie, I don't know where they're going. Guys, will you stop fighting and biting and being chooches? Maggie, come here. Maggie, come. It's freaking stupid. But they're still working on the recall thing, you know. Total recall. Schwarzenegger. Guys, no. Uh-oh. Max is trying to do the 1-2 Magoo. Look, he's doing the 1-2 Magoo on Maggie. Max, what are you doing back there? What are you doing back there? He's like, don't look at me. Don't look at me while I'm trying to do 1-2 Magoo on Maggie. Watch, ready? I'm getting down, yeah. Oh, Maggie ain't having it. Look, she's like, what are you doing? You see? This is the world we live in today, you know? He's freaking neutered. He doesn't give a crap. He's doing it, you know? Max, you doing it again? What's going on over there? He's bark. Did you see bark? He's like, don't look at me. Don't look at me. All right, buddy. Easy does. Guys, tomorrow we do that all over again for the 1505th day in a row. That's right. We're already 5 days into the next 100. How about that? Max. Oh, now Maggie's doing Max. All right. What are we doing over there? Guys, what are we doing? Are you fighting? Should we do round 2? What do we got? I got 50 on Maggie, eating Max's freaking ears off and then chewing off his snout. So all he's got left is like a freaking, like a weird, you know, like vulture carcass. Yep, that's happening right now. You rock, Scoop. Oh, goodness, fam and friends. Tomorrow, you know we do it all over again. I gotta see if I can get us get on the live show here and say goodnight to everybody. Max and Maggie.
Brandon Graham.
How's it going, Brandon Graham? Good to see you over there. Barella, Bradley Smith, Renee Woods, S. Coop, Trish Killian, We Have Liberty and Freedom, Leisure Number 7, and anybody out there that may be doing the old lurkaroo, appreciate you. Remember, tomorrow we're back again for another show. And I'll try my best to continue. If you haven't yet, subscribe, follow over on TikTok. I drop lots of little shorts there, then I drop them on YouTube as well. And when you see something, please do me a favor and just leave a comment, like, and share if you can. If you know anybody, just let them know that there's someone here every day putting on a show for them. And hope to see you tomorrow when we do it again. Random Frog back, my friend. You rock. I appreciate you. I'm so glad to see you here each night, my friend. Look forward to doing it again tomorrow. Until then, you gotta go away. Chris, my brother, it's Mark Pires. You gotta go away. And we'll be be back tomorrow. Maggie and Max will be down it. If Max is still alive. We'll see. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. You got to go away. Yeah, yeah. You got to go away. See you tomorrow.